There's much discussion in this week's Parsha as to the nature of the sin of Moshe Rabbeinu. We know, of course, that Moshe tried to bring forth water from a rock for the Jewish people, was successful in bringing forth water from the rock, and yet there was something about what he did that Hashem considered sinful, and because of that, Hashem says that neither Moshe nor Aaron will be allowed to go into the land of Israel with the Jewish people. And the commentaries say many different ideas, many different possibilities as to what the sin of Moshe was. One of the more famous pshatim is from the Rambam. The Rambam says that it wasn't what Moshe did, it was what Moshe said. Moshe says, Shimuna Hamorim, listen, rebels, speaking very strongly to the Jewish people for having complained about water. And the Rambam says that Moshe Rabbeinu getting so angry at the Jewish people is not modeling appropriately for them as he normally does, to be a person of calm, of course, and always of an even keel. And more so, says the Rambam, the fact that Moshe gets angry at them, the Jewish people will assume that God is angry at them, and Moshe is merely expressing God's anger, which wasn't the case. So the Rambam says this was a very serious sin. One question the Ramban poses on the Rambam is Hashem describes the sin as being a lack of emunah, a lack of faith in Hashem. If the issue is that Moshe Rabbeinu got angry with the Jewish people, why is there a lack of faith in Hashem? Very basic question. Rav Hirsch, in discussing the Rambam, shares a very interesting idea, which is that if we completely believe in God, then there should never be frustration in our lives. Our job is to try our best at all moments. As long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and as long as I'm putting forth the maximum effort, then whether or not I succeed or fail is really Hashem's department. The reason why a person would become frustrated is if a person sees the results as being in their control. So I was going to do this, and then it didn't work out in the right way, so then I'm angry because I feel stifled in some way because I had decided that this would work. If we fully believe in God, I never know what the result is going to be. And if the result is not what I was hoping for, that doesn't mean I did anything wrong. All it means is that for whatever reason, God decided it wasn't going to work. Now, I want to be very clear. Moshe Rabbeinu was an absolute giant. If we would ever have remotely the level of faith in God that Moshe Rabbeinu had, we would be far better off than we currently are. But for Moshe Rabbeinu's level, explains Rav Hirsch, the fact that he became angry with the people, frustrated that they were complaining about something again, is for his lofty level a lack of full Emunah in Hashem. Because if he would have had full faith in God, he would have said to himself, listen, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It's a shame that the people are upset and complaining yet again, but I can only control so much. It's a very interesting thing to think about, that the more that we believe in God, the more we can have calm and a lack of frustration within our own lives. Have a wonderful Shabbos.